So here I am in Cotati Speed Shop in Santa Rosa, and going to start the first day. Going to be doing a week class. It's a really cool shop. It's really long. Going to be walking back, saying hi to a few guys. Good morning. Got some really cool cars here. Camaro, even got a Zephyr. It looks like a 1940, 41 Zephyr. Very nice. And so going to be starting the class today, and here's the metal shaping shop for some of the crew. I'm just about to meet them all. We'll end it here and we'll talk later. So here we have the vehicle. It's the 39 Willys, and we're going to be working on this one during the week that I'm here. We're going to be doing a slight fill-in panel that is going to replace the seam that is right through there on the rear of the car. We're going to make up a panel that will weld in so that we can make it one piece. We're also looking at working on the gas tank, because it's an alcohol powered car. On the carburation, it's going to be a stainless steel gas tank that we're going to fab up and make. So that's the one project we've got, and then we've got the other project over here, which is the trunk floor and such like that needs to be made. So here we have the floor pan that needs to be fabbed up to go over the rear end and travel from the floor section coming up and over the chassis area into the rear plate, going up to the wheel arches either side. So I'm going to be working with one of the younger guys in the crew, and Keelan is going to be doing some shaping of the metal and also doing the bead rolls to go in using the pull mats. Never used one before, so that would be interesting. So we have the pull mats, and we're going to be setting up, utilizing all of that with the different dies that we need to conform to the floor pattern. Right now we're working up with the English wheel and getting a little of that going. So we're getting familiar with all the machinery that is in the metal shaping shop. It's a nice English wheel. So here we are in the trunk space area. We're going to be laying out the floor pan that's going to give us room for our new axle and also support bars going forward. So as you can see, it's going to be a little bit of a shapy panel up and over, and we're going to incorporate some of the swages that are on the floor. We have the battery box in position to give us the right dimensions, and the swages that we have from the floor are going this direction. Swages that are going on the floor of the car are going this direction. So we're going to come up with a design that will marry the two of them in, and so we'll be moving the project forward, making up a simple floor pan using the pull mats to do bead roll. So here we are. We're looking at the 41 Willys, the rear end. We're looking at a gas tank that's in the center section, and we're looking at wheel arches that have been fabbed up. They may need to be modified for the new gas tank that they're going to make out of stainless steel. So right now we're just assessing things, and we've removed the body that is part of this car sitting on the floor over here, and I'm going to be working with Mike this morning, and we're going to be building a few parts to the inner structure. As you can see, Zane, the owner in black, he's just discussing the project that's at hand, and we're getting ready to do some fabrication and small parts, and then we're going to get into maybe modifying the inner wheel arches. So great shop to be working at. I'm glad to be here doing a class with the crew, building their skills and sharing tips and tricks. So here we have Darren. He's going to make one inner arch the same as the other inner arch. And so he made himself up a profile template, and he's going to use the profile template to run all the way through the radiuses coming up. And so he's going to be removing the inner arch, jumping in the planishing hammer to reshape. There's probably about a 1/4 inch difference in radius from one side to the other. And so he's just at the beginning stages. He's going to run it in the planishing hammer, get the major shapes correct, right on that 3-inch radius where his left arm is, and he's then going to use slappers and dollies and press it by hand to achieve a nice smooth blend. But it's a cool looking back end, and it's 1941 Willys, highly modified. So here we are at the workshop working on the 1939 Ford. It's a 35 Ford, sorry. And we've made up a floor pan. We used the Pullmax to put all the shape in and run it through the dies. And now we've just got to detail and shape. So now we have Keelan. He is learning how to use hand tools, hammers and dollies and slappers and dollies. And so he's going to be doing a little tinkering and dressing. Over at Cotati Speed Shop up in Santa Rosa, California. That's Keelan. He's preparing the post for the Pullmax dies that he's made up. So Darren's made one set, he's made one set. There's the dies and there's the posts, and we're going to weld those together and use them in the Pullmax to make their repair panels. So here we have Keelan. He's made up his die set for the Pullmax, and as you can see, we got them made up and got them adjusted in. They came out real pretty, and so he's done his test piece and came out nice. It's perfect shaping for the bead that he's going to put in his panel. And so now he's going to run his actual piece, which is a repair panel for a floor pan or a trunk pan, and we'll get busy and put that bead in there. Great. So here we have Darren. He's welding repair patch panel into the bulkhead. He made up a piece and got the swage to marry up. He used the Pullmax to make the little panel. Put the bead rolled in, put the bead fitted it, tacked it in. Now we're just fully welding. Fancy looking firewall with all the beads that it has on it. Some Lincoln Zephyr, 1939. So it's coming together nicely. So here we are at Cotati Speed Shop, Santa Rosa, and we're welding aluminium 063 thou. It's 3 series, and we're doing some aluminum welding, getting the different styles with different rods and different cup size, different tungsten size, just so that they can learn the different parameters of welding. So first time Darren's welded aluminum. And he has a success other than the very end, which is where he blew a hole because of so much heat as you get to the edge of the panel.